After each reset, they established reset rules to govern the post-reset world. After the resets and reset wars of the 17 and 1800s, the remaining rebels were rounded up in the Kirkbride Plan and thrown into asylums. America had become completely captured, and these amazing structures from the previous civilization had been used as a foundation to establish reset rules. They established the first passport-style IDs for attendees and for the employees, and people were given diplomas for attending the exposition. Their indoctrination was being certified. The entry passes were printed by the same people that print the money. ABC Corp. They produced the money, the stamps, and the stock certificates. This company primed the population for fiat currency after the 1775 to 1815 reset period. Look, these events literally trained the population to be racist. They even had human zoos to reinforce social Darwinism. And they promoted Darwinism in their flyers. Why would you need to normalize harmful stereotypes if you were the builders of civilization and you controlled slaves for hundreds of years? Wouldn't you already hold those views? Why would you need cakewalks and things like this to feel better if you've already seen it for hundreds of years? These fairs were a mechanism to train fiat people with fiat money and give them pseudo status. These cities were empty after the resets, and they were being repopulated with these orphan train babies and incubator babies. Look, see? These events were also used to misidentify people and hide the identity of the real American Aboriginals. They held massive events to portray Native Americans as savages, and they used fake Native Americans to do it. They butchered and publicly ate 700 dogs at the fair in Buffalo. The fake natives were trained to play a role in society for certain benefits, reservations, casinos. These schools are just like orphan asylums, programming centers. And the real Aboriginals that got rounded up were trained to take on the slave mentality in their asylums. And the president was assassinated at the Buffalo World's Fair. Then Theodore Roosevelt took over. Him and J.P. Morgan teamed up with Edward Curtis. Edward Curtis staged all the Native American photos that we've been indoctrinated with. You know, these type of photos? They completely manufacture Native American history. Because if everybody is an immigrant and the people that were supposedly there first were just savages, you deserve to rule the land. And the human zoos were used to treat all dark people as a monolith of savages. But these are pre-colonial permanent fireproof buildings. First-hand account of how they're permanent buildings, and many of these buildings still stand today. Fairs from east to west coast, massive permanent structures, like the Eiffel Tower. And why would they need to build temporary buildings like this if they already have old world buildings in Paris? And these are cropped vanilla sky construction photos. Just like this cropped vanilla sky photo, they literally edit the sky out. This is a display of ethereal technology. All these events are used to unveil technology. This was ubiquitous technology. Tesla supposedly learned about remote electricity at the Paris World's Fair. Shortly after, at the Buffalo event, Tesla's technology was used to light up the fair. And it's funny, there's no footage or audio of Tesla. And in modern times, the World's Fairs are being used to unveil the future norms of civilization. But wait, they had video calling in the 1930s in Germany? Yup, look. Somebody wasn't following the planned obsolescence protocol. We live in a socially engineered world with artificially intelligent people.